Opal had always been a mother first. She worked double shifts, skipped vacations, and poured her heart into raising her son, Matthew. He was her pride, her purpose, the one person she thought would never turn his back on her. When Matthew married Claire, Opal welcomed her into the family with open arms. She offered help with the wedding, cooked meals for their first apartment, and made it clear she'd always be there if they needed her. But almost immediately, Opal noticed something unsettling. Claire didn't seem to like her. It started small. When Opal called, Matthew would answer less often. When she stopped by, Claire would say they were about to head out or too busy to talk. At first, Opal thought she might be imagining it. After all, newlyweds need their space. But the distance grew, and soon, weeks would pass without a word from her son. Every time she asked, Matthew would give the same vague explanations. Work was hectic, life was busy, they'd visit soon. But soon never came. Then one afternoon the phone rang. It was Claire. Her voice was cold, almost rehearsed. "I suppose you didn't hear," she said flatly. "Matthew's funeral was last week." Opal froze.
What?
"What are you talking about?" "He's gone," Claire said without emotion. "We didn't think it would be appropriate for you to be there." The words hit like a physical blow. Opal's knees gave out, and the phone slipped from her hand. Her son, her only child, was dead, and she hadn't even been allowed to say goodbye. For days, she moved through her home like a shadow, replaying the memories of Matthew as a boy, his crooked smile, his laugh, the way he used to hug her so tight she could barely breathe. Now he was gone, and she had no closure, no explanation, nothing. Then, 1 week later, the phone rang again. This time, Claire's voice was unrecognizable, frantic, panicked. "You have to help me," she screamed. "They're taking everything. My life is over." Opal's first instinct was disgust. This woman had denied her the chance to bury her son, and now she was begging for help? But then, curiosity took over. Something wasn't right. "What's going on, Claire?" Opal asked, her voice steady. Between gasping sobs, Claire rambled about lawyers, frozen bank accounts, and the police investigating her. She insisted she was innocent and that people were lying about her. That was when Opal decided to find out the truth. She began by reaching out to Matthew's old friends, people she'd lost touch with since Claire entered the picture. Slowly, a disturbing story emerged. For years, Claire had been telling Matthew that Opal was toxic and overbearing. She deliberately caused misunderstandings, intercepting phone calls, deleting messages, and even making up lies about things Opal had supposedly said. And the most gut-wrenching discovery of all, Matthew had been battling a serious illness for over a year. Claire had kept it a secret, ensuring Opal never knew he was sick. But the final blow came when a mutual friend handed Opal a letter. It had been written just weeks before Matthew's death, addressed to her. In shaky handwriting, Matthew apologized for the distance. He wrote that he had finally realized Claire had been lying to him all along, and he wanted to reconnect before it was too late. He was too weak to travel, so he begged her to visit. Opal never got that letter. Claire had hidden it away. Fueled by grief and rage, Opal took the letter straight to the lawyers handling Matthew's estate. With the letter, bank statements, and testimonies from friends, a clear pattern emerged. Claire had been siphoning Matthew's money into her own accounts for years. She had even falsified medical records to keep Opal from being listed as an emergency contact. The legal fallout was swift and brutal. Claire lost her claim to Matthew's estate, her accounts were seized, and she faced multiple criminal charges for fraud and obster.